Is the HDFC Life Smart Protect Plus plan truly a smart evolution in ULIPs or just another hybrid product with hidden trade-offs? Let us find out the answer to this question through an in-depth analysis in this video. So hi there, welcome back to holisticinvestment.in, where we help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now before we analyze this policy, let us first understand a few basic details about it. So this is a unit-linked, non-participating individual life insurance savings plan. So some of the key features of the policy are it offers you two premium payment options like limited pay and regular pay, allowing flexibility based on your cash flow, and it also provides a choice of 10 investment funds along with unlimited free switches between funds. Under the decreasing cover with capital guarantee options, you can reduce the death benefit under a specific period. So a guaranteed maturity benefit is also available under the level cover with capital guarantee and decreasing cover with capital guarantee variants. So there is also refund of 2x to 3x mortality charges starting from the 11th policy year. There is a refund of premium allocation charges between the 10th and 17th policy years, and there is a refund of fund management charges on maturity or attaining age 85, whichever occurs earlier. So there is also a refund of 2x of the guarantee charges at maturity, and it offers a maturity booster which can be up to 2x of the annualized premium. So these are some of the key features of the policy, and there are benefits like death benefit, maturity benefit, loyalty additions, which are all differ based on the plan variant you have opted for. So as I have previously mentioned, there are various charges present under this policy, which means in most market-linked products, the primary deduction is the fund management charge for managing investments. However, in this policy, they impose additional layer of charges such as the investment guarantee charge, discontinuance charge, among others. So the cumulative impact of these multiple charges can significantly erode returns over the long term, thereby reducing the overall wealth accumulation potential of the investment. So we need to keep this as a drawback as well. Now let us take a look at the advantages. There is a fund switching facility which is available only under option A, level cover, and option C, decreasing cover. And you may request a reduction in the premium payment term provided full premiums have been paid for the first 5 policy years, and premium redirection is also permitted under option A, level cover, and option C, decreasing cover. So partial withdrawals can be made at any time after completion of the initial 5 policy years if there is any additional contributions made on an ad HOC basis, which will be treated as a top-up premium. So the systematic withdrawal plan enables the policyholder to withdraw a predetermined fixed amount from the fund at specified intervals. So the policyholder can opt for the settlement option for receiving maturity or death benefits. On any policy anniversary, the policyholder has the flexibility to reduce the sum assured. So what are the disadvantages then? The policy does not offer a loan facility, limiting liquidity options during financial emergencies. While certain charges are refunded at later stages, the plan does not account for the time value of money, thereby reducing the real benefit of such refunds. So a mandatory lock-in period of 5 years applies for partial withdrawals or surrender, restricting early access to funds. And there are several additional benefits which are available only under specific plan options which limit uniform applicability across all variants. So these are some of the drawbacks that you need to keep in your mind before deciding to invest in this policy. If you want to know more about certain aspects of the policy in detail, you can refer to the policy brochure as well. Now let us move on to the analysis part of the video as we know a basic idea about the policy. So here what we are going to do is we are going to conduct an IRR analysis based on the policy brochure's benefit illustration to help us make a more informed decision. So here let us assume for calculation purpose a 30-year-old male opts for this policy with a sum assured of 1 crore. The policy term is 40 years and the premium payment term is 10 years with an annual premium of 1 lakh. So he has chosen the level cover option. So here based on the policy brochure's projected values, they are based on assumed gross investment return of 4 and 8% per annum. These are just for example purpose. They do not indicate these are the guaranteed returns or these are the minimum or maximum return limits in this policy. This is just to show you how this policy can perform at worst and best case scenario. So at 4% assumed return, the fund value is 36.17 lakhs and the IRR is 3.67%. So at assumed 8% return, the fund value is 1.12 crore and the IRR is 7.01% as per the policy's maturity calculator. When compared with other long-term market-linked instruments, these effective returns appear to be relatively modest. So the gap between assumed gross returns and actual IRR like 3.67 or 7.01% highlights the impact of policy charges. From a pure wealth creation perspective, this makes the plan less compelling when evaluated against alternative investment strategies designed specifically for long-term capital appreciation. So now as we know that this policy does not give us the desirable outcome that we need, let us move on to a comparative analysis where we are going to take an alternative approach in which we are going going to separately invest in insurance and investment. So for life cover purpose, we have taken up a pure term life insurance policy with a 1 crore sum assured, which cost us approximately 39,100 rupees per annum for the same tenure structure. In contrast, the HDFC policy plan requires 1 lakh per annum. The surplus of 60,900 rupees can be invested independently in a market linked instrument. So instead of routing the entire premium through a ULIP structure, the difference is invested in an equity mutual fund for 40 years. So at the end of 40 years, there is a post-tax corpus of 3.14 crores and post-tax IRR of 10.09%. After accounting for long-term capital gains taxation, which is applicable to equity investments, under the ULIP example, you can see the IRR ranges between 3.67 to 7%. So under the term plus equity mutual fund strategy, the IRR improves to 10.09%, which is calculated post-tax. So by separating insurance and investment, you obtain adequate life cover at a lower cost. Your investment component is free from layered insurance-related charges, and long-term returns have the potential to significantly outperform bundled products. So what is the final verdict then? Is investing in the HDFC Life Smart Protect Plus plan worth it or not? So this policy provides multiple life cover structures such as level cover, decreasing cover, and variants with capital guarantee. However, a significant portion of the premium is allocated towards mortality cost and embedded policy benefits, with only the residual amount deployed into market-linked instruments. Furthermore, the net investable premium is reduced after deducting various policy charges. Although the plan mentions refunding certain charges at later stages, these refunds do not account for the time value of money. Money returned decades later does not compensate for the opportunity cost incurred during the compounding phase. As a result, the overall yield remains compressed, and it also has a high agent commission. So from the structural standpoint, the plan neither delivers optimal wealth creation nor provides highly efficient life coverage relative to its cost. In comparison, a pure term life insurance policy offers you substantial risk coverage at a significantly lower premium, functioning purely as financial protection for dependents. When insurance and investment are separated, protection needs are met efficiently. Investments can be aligned with specific life goals, and asset allocation can be tailored to your time horizon and risk tolerance. The long-term compounding here remains uninterrupted by layered insurance charges. So for comprehensive financial planning, maintaining this separation is typically more effective. You can definitely check out the blog post we have posted on our website through the link in the description. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.